Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The Pegasus Snooping scandal that has dominated the headlines since the first report came out on July 18th today was taken up in the Supreme Court. As many as 50,000 phone numbers belonging to several individuals across the globe were on the potential spying list using the Israeli spyware Pegasus. The list was first accessed by Paris-based Forbidden Stories and later on, with the help of Amnesty Tech Lab, 16 media publications across the world published a series of stories detailing about the numbers that belong to their country which appeared in the list. According to The Wire, who is Pegasus Project partner in India, there were 300 Indians whose numbers appeared in the list, which indicated that they were persons of interest for those who were using Pegasus. These numbers belong to journalists critical of the government or those working on very sensitive stories, opposition leaders, businessmen, activists, bureaucrats, diplomats and even two sitting ministers. We have covered it in detail in the earlier videos and I will provide the link of the same in the description box below. But moving on, The Wire on Wednesday revealed another list of names whose phone numbers were potentially targeted using the Pegasus spyware, and this time these numbers belong to an ex-judge, that too of a Supreme Court judge, employees of the Supreme Court, certain lawyers who handled politically sensitive cases and so on. The judiciary is one of the four pillars of democracy, the very judiciary that told us that right to privacy is a part and parcel of right to life. So what happens when the same judiciary becomes a potential target of the snooping? As per the NSO Group's statement, it sells its spywares only to the vetted governments and it is meant to keep a check on terror activities or to fight crime. So the government is in question here. Who ordered this potential snooping? Did government order the snooping of Supreme Court officials? And did it snoop on former judge of the Supreme Court? These are the questions arising from yesterday's Pegasus Project report, but we will talk about it in a bit. First, we will talk about what transpired in the Supreme Court today. But before that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please make sure if you like this video, give us a super thanks. Please do comment below the video and subscribe to our channel. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Now, the Supreme Court today heard a bunch of petitions seeking a probe into the alleged Pegasus snooping scandal. A two-member bench headed by Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana heard the petitions. Justice Suryakant was the second judge on the bench. The petitions were filed by Advocate M.L. Sharma, journalists N. Ram and Shashi Kumar, CPIM Rajya Sabha MP John Brittas, 5 Pegasus targets including Paranjay Guha Thakurta, S.N.M. Abdi, Prem Shankar Jha, Rupesh Kumar Singh and Ipsa Sataksi. Social activist Jagdeep Chokar, Narendra Kumar Mishra and Editors Guild of India were also the petitioners. Now, the petitioners highlighted that the government of India is yet to make a categorical denial of using the Pegasus spyware. The 5 petitioners who are reported to be in the target list state that they have strong reasons to believe that they have been subjected to a deeply intrusive surveillance and hacking by the government of India or some other third parties. The Supreme Court, while hearing the petitions, remarked that the allegations are very serious if the media reports are correct. CJI N.V. Ramana observed that reports of snooping came in 2019. He further said, and I quote, "I do not know whether any efforts were made to get more information. I am not going into facts of each case. Some people claim phones were intercepted and there is Telegraph Act for complaints." He also questioned why the petitioners did not file a complaint under IT Act. The Supreme Court also said that it will hear the petition now next week. Now let us talk about the new latest revelations by The Wire. The new list that was revealed by The Wire, according to the latest report, a Supreme Court judge who retired last year, Justice Arun Mishra, was also on the list of potential target for snooping. A Rajasthan number that was formerly registered in the name of Justice Mishra was added to the database in 2019. Now, Justice Mishra retired in September 2020 and he now heads the National Human Rights Commission. The number in question was registered in the name of Justice Mishra from September 18, 2010 to September 19, 2018 according to the report. However, Mishra said that he had stopped using the number in question in 2013-14 itself. It is a question then why this number was added to the list of potential snooping targets in 2019. Let us talk about Supreme Court employees. Apart from the retired judge, two Supreme Court employees were also apparently featured in the leaked list. Their names are N.K. Gandhi and T.I. Rajput. Now, Gandhi is retired from the service and their numbers were added to the list in the spring of 2019. Both worked in the crucial writ section of the Supreme Court's registry when their numbers were added. Now, what does this department do? The writ section in the Apex Court is responsible for maintaining documents of PILs that are filed under Article 32 of the Constitution, some of which are politically very sensitive cases. Article 32 deals with the right to move to the Supreme Court in case one's rights are not being upheld. Now, this registry of the court also helps to determine when and where the new cases, especially the sensitive ones, move or languish. It is also this registry that helps to determine whether the cases move or not. Now, the PILs are usually heard by the bench led by CJI unless and until he chooses to mark it to some other bench. Let us talk about lawyers in the list. Now, apart from the above three, there are a number of lawyers in the leaked list and some of them were handling politically very sensitive cases. The lawyers in the list were either involved in human rights related cases or were representing high profile clients at their time. Their numbers were added to the list. Now let us talk about the first lawyer, that is Vijay Agrawal. He was a lawyer of fugitive diamond-heir NiravModi. His name was added to the list in early 2018 after he signed NiravModi as his client. The number used by his wife was also found to be on the list. Now, NiravModi is wanted in 13,000 crore PNB scam case. He fled India in 2018 and the case became a major embarrassment for the Modi government, especially after a picture of him with Prime Minister Modi in Davos appeared in public that hinted at possible close relations between the two. Now, India is currently seeking his extradition from London. There is another name of Mr. A.P. Joseph. Another lawyer handling a high-profile client. His number was added to the list in 2019. He represents Christian Michel, the British middleman extradited to India in December 2018 in connection with the Augusta Westland helicopter deal case. This case is also politically very sensitive for the Modi government because it had hoped to use his testimony to implicate senior Congress leaders and even the Gandhi family itself in the Augusta Westland scam. One of the numbers on the leaked database belongs to M. Tangaturai. He is a junior lawyer working in the chambers of former Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi. Now, Tangaturai said that his telephone number is listed under his boss's name so that senior advocate is not disturbed by the routine calls or OTPs, etc. Now, the number was added in 2019, 2 years after Rohatgi demitted office as Attorney General. During this period, Rohatgi continued to represent the establishment in certain key cases. Now that we know that these are the numbers, let us discuss why is it problematic. Now, there is a concept called attorney-client privilege. It means client's right to refuse to disclose and to prevent any other person from disclosing confidential communication between the client and the attorney. This privilege maintains the sanctity of the communication, which is very confidential in nature between the lawyer and his client. This privilege also encourages the client to make full and frank disclosure to their attorneys, who are then better able to provide candid advice and effective representation to their clients. If at all the lawyer's phones are snooped upon, it is very much a possibility that it threatened the very privilege. If their phones were indeed hacked, that means the communication between the lawyer and the client, in this case, two high-profile clients in the middle of a politically sensitive cases, would have compromised. So the question remains, if at all these numbers were targeted, what did the entity or the person who ordered the snooping wanted to know? Did they want any sensitive info beforehand, before it went to the court? Why were the registry officials snooped upon? A technically unused number of the then sitting Supreme Court judge. What was the motive behind adding it to the list of potential targets? There are many questions that emerge from the new revelations, but the most important and the most pressing question at the heart of this entire Pegasus snooping scandal is: who ordered the potential snooping through Pegasus? Was it Modi government? Was it some state government? Was it a government of other country? Or a completely different entity? We won't get the answers until there is an investigation launched. And now the Supreme Court will decide the future course of action in this case. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Now, before I end this video, for the last few months we have been asking you to support us through our YouTube membership program, and it is heartening to see so many people coming out and showing support. It motivates us to continue the journalism that speaks truth to power. But many of you also wrote to us saying that they were unable to support us through YouTube. A lot of you also wrote to us asking whether there is an option of one-time payment. So we have come up with another option on our website through which you can now support us. You can choose if you want to support us through monthly one-time payment or yearly one-time payment on the website. This subscription plan also comes with certain benefits, so do check it out. Go to our website, click on the support on the topmost toolbar and check out the plan that you want to take up. Your support means the most to us. So do subscribe. Until then, stay tuned to HW News.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.